I used to hand my kids an activity, and they would be back before I even sat down. So I started paying attention to what was different about the ones that actually held their attention for like a full hour. So here are 10 that made the list, and I've got a free fridge printable for you at the end of this that will have all of them on it. Welcome back. I'm Michelle from Printables and Planners. This channel is for moms who want their kids busy and happy without a screen in their face every second of the day. Hit subscribe if that's your kind of thing. Today, I'm giving you 10 activities that consistently buy me a full hour. Not 5 minutes, not 20, an hour. These are tested by my actual kids in my actual house on a real day when I needed them to sort of stay out of my hair. So the first one is a sticker scene. Give them a blank piece of paper and a sticker sheet. Tell them to make a world. Don't give them any instructions. Kids will fill the entire page and then some, easily 45 minutes to an hour. This can also be done with different themes based on your stickers. They can make their own world. They could create a world that would be ideal. They can also create a fairy tale world. Um, so just think of different things like that. Again, stickers are an amazing thing. The next idea is a sorting bin. Fill the bin with sort of random small objects and then give them a muffin tin. Ask them to sort them. For younger kids, you might want to give them a little guidance at first. Hey, sort them by color, or sort them by size, or sort them by shape. Kind of whatever. Toddlers love this. Older kids get weirdly competitive about it. Then don't give them any rules. Have them sort them a totally different way and see what their creativity comes up with. The next game is called water transfer. This could get a little messy, so you may want to do this on the back porch if the weather's nice, in the garage. Sometimes we've even done it in the bathtub. You have two bowls, a sponge or a turkey baster, and some water. They have to move water from one bowl to the other. It sounds really simple, and it actually kind of is. Not too simple. It's magic. I usually set this up, like I said, in the bathtub or outside. You can also switch it up and use different tools. Sometimes use a sponge, an eyedropper, a teaspoon. So you get the idea. Sometimes I actually ask them to count how many they move from one bowl to the other. So it could be a very simple math activity. They just don't know that. The next idea is kind of fun. It's called a blank recipe. Give them a piece of paper and tell them that they are a chef and they are inventing a new food. They have to write about it, give the ingredients, name the recipe, and even draw it. My kids have made some truly unhinged food names that they were so proud of. The next one's a building challenge. Give them one material, blocks, cardboard boxes, paper cups, whatever you have. They have one rule: build the tallest tower. Build a house for a stuffed animal. Build the tower, the water tower in the town that you live in. So create different scenarios. They could create a windmill, different things that would be fun for whatever, wherever you are. All right, our next one's called mail time. You can give them an envelope, stickers, and paper. Tell them they're sending mail to every stuffed animal in the house. Addresses are required. If you don't want to use envelopes, you can use index cards. Write them out like a postcard. Then they have to decorate the back of it. This one's great because they'll need, obviously, to decorate the other side. So you're getting handwriting and drawing in the same thing. Our next idea is called a nature tray. If you can get them outside for 2 minutes, that's great. Grab some leaves, grab some rocks, grab some sticks, bring them in, give them some paper and glue, have them make a nature collage. Done. Just be sure that when you bring those pieces of nature in, that there's no living pieces of nature, little critters. living in your nature collage. Ask me how I know. Exactly. All right. Our next one's called copy drawing. Find a simple image in a book or a printed picture. Their job is to copy it as exactly as they can. Kids who say they can't draw really kind of get into this. And I've seen some actually really good artwork kind of come from this. All right. Our next one's called story dice. They have to write down 6 random words, or you would write down 6 random words on a piece of paper, put them in a cup. You pull 3 of them. The child has to pull 3 pieces of paper, and then they have to make up a story using those 3 words. All right. Older kids can write it. Younger kids can tell you about it in 30 seconds. And then you kind of nod and act amazed. The next one's called the big setup. This one is my sort of secret weapon for a day when they are really driving you crazy. Might be good for a rainy day or a snowy day. Let them set up a store or a restaurant or, even a classroom. The setup alone sometimes will take them half an hour, and then they just run with it. They have a total blast with this one. I have seen this idea last for actually a couple of days. And then the fun thing is if you can invite neighbors over and they really get into it, then it makes it a whole lot of fun. So you've done nothing. Here's really great ideas that are going to keep your kids entertained and busy. So here's what they all have in common. They have an open-ended outcome. There's no right answer or wrong answer. There's no finish line that they can hit in 4 minutes and then they're done. They have to keep going because they get to decide when they're finished. They decide when the water bowls are empty. They decide if the tower's tall enough. They decide if the restaurant's open. So that's the difference between a 3-minute activity and an hour-long one or plus. So I made this fridge list. It has all 15 of sort of my go-to screen-free activities, including the 10 that we just talked about. It's a 1-page printable. You can stick it on your fridge. You can also print it off and start an activity binder, so you're not really scrambling trying to remember where you printed it and put it and what worked and what didn't. So the link is in the description below. Go and grab it. Save this one for the next time someone says, I'm bored. You'll want it. And if you want to see how I handle a full screen-free summer, I've got a video on that too. So I hope this really connected with you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe it. Feel free to share it with your friends, and I'll see you next week.